lifestyle specialist Kenny Burns, and today we celebrate our partnership with
And it's your boy Ferrari Simmons.
And I am your favorite Ethiopian Sue Solo. It's normally better than that, my bad.
It's all good.
Rough weekend.
A joyous weekend.
It was.
It was a joyous weekend.
Did you have a good time, guys? Were you out here in these streets protecting yourself?
I was in the streets protecting myself. Why you gotta just start off wrong, Ferrari?
I was saying protecting yourselves as just in the streets.
I was protecting my energy.
That's right.
And I was protecting my income. You know what I'm saying?
Get that bag, bro.
Yeah, honey. Yeah. Sunday brunch was amazing. We popped a lot of bottles, and you know, we hadn't released the news about our iHeart partnership yet, so I was secretly celebrating, and nobody knew why, and I couldn't tell them. I was fried on Sunday at brunch, y'all.
It's supposed to be.
Yes, I was fried. Y'all come see me Sunday brunch at Traffic.
Rory?
It was good. Regular weekend, just in the clubs, doing my thing.
I saw baby girl eating that rice, though.
She was tearing that food up.
She could feed herself. That's dope.
She's so cute.
I know.
I was trying to tell wifey that I think she's a little overweight, but you can't really tell.
Wait.
Because she's heavy.
You talking about the baby?
My 2-year-old.
I was about to say, boy,
she's really,
like that to your
heavy.
fiance, boy. She'll stab you while you're asleep.
No.
That boy.
Wifey is the perfect size.
Hey.
Yeah.
No, but she's growing. She's supposed to. She's eating. I'm
saying she's a little heavier than the normal 2-year-old. The doctor told us that.
Really?
Okay. Well,
she don't look fat.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say. When you try to pick up, you be like, "Oh Lord."
Is the doctor Caucasian?
Yes.
All right, Susan.
I'm saying there's probably like a different weight standard. You know what I mean?
Her favorite thing to eat is rice.
I don't know.
You know our folks. Like, we want to see babies thick. You know, we consider that healthy. See? Exactly.
I love my baby.
So usually others, you know,
when she runs, she gets out of breath real fast. That's what I'm trying to think. But go ahead, Sue. How was your weekend?
Did y'all eat all y'all wanted? Did y'all eat all y'all wanted on Turkey Day?
I did.
Did you leave the leftovers alone by
great.
now?
We threw all the leftovers
that was.
I didn't have any
over on Sunday.
You're supposed to throw the leftovers out by Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Shit. Saturday.
By Sunday?
Well, Thursday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Sunday. I came home. Show had it.
I mean, you still got pies left, cakes. You know, that could last.
Yeah, no, I didn't touch the leftovers. I was over it the day after Thanksgiving.
I ate too many cakes. I have an issue. I don't know what happened to me. My foot swole up. I'm just playing.
Kenny.
But I had a whole. I'm joking. But I literally had too much sweets. But I had an incredible day yesterday, y'all. I went up to Tennessee with some friends of mine, and we had a whole little kumbaya moment, and it was so funny, y'all. So you know, obviously, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm talking about the Uncle Nearest Distillery, but we went to the Jack Daniels grave, right? And we started our tour at the Jack Daniels grave because Jack Daniels was a significant piece to the Uncle Nearest story. And we were standing there, and Ludacris was literally like getting these weird vibes, right? Now, mind you, we're
what type of weird vibes?
No, dog, watch this, dog. I'm a all the way blow your mind. Pause. So we basically start in the Jack Daniels cemetery because we talk about Jack and his affiliation with Whoa, and then across the way is the black cemetery because back in the day you had the white cemetery, you had the black cemetery. So Chris is like, "Yo, come on," and so I'm walking with him. I was like, "You good?" He's like, "Dog," he's like, "I had this energy, and I don't know what the energy is." I'm like, "Well, you good? You want to go to this other side? You want to, because and Doxy didn't get out the truck. She just don't do cemeteries, you know what I'm saying? So long story short, we walk across the way, and he's like, "I hope my energy changes by the time we get over to the Uncle Nearest Memorial side because that was just heavy. Maybe it's just death, right?" I'm like, "Okay, cool." We get over to the other side. He's like,
like he could breathe?
Like he could breathe. And I'm like, "You straight?" Like, I'm literally over here, like, and he starts welling up, like, "Yo, Kenny, like, I feel calm now. I feel easy. I feel this, that, and the third." So Fawn came over. We had the whole conversation. And afterwards, he was still looking like shook. And so Fawn was like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "Fawn, I just want you to know, like over there, I was feeling crazy." He said, "By the time I got over here, I felt balanced." And she's like, "I know why." And I'm like I just got goosebumps thinking. I'm like, "Why, Fawn? Like, why?" She said, "Because the slave owner of Uncle Nearest is reportedly across the way from Jack, like right behind we were standing."
Oh man.
Wow. And that was so crazy because he was dead ass about to like welling up in his eyes the whole thing.
That's a little aggressive.
Yeah.
Did y'all have sage?
We staged when we got.
Amen.
When we got back.
Yeah,
But
I don't play around with stuff like that.
Nah, but I'm just saying that's the power of
Spirits be
energy.
so
It's real.
strong.
The power of energy and spiritual presence is real.
I believe in that.
It's just
So
as
anyway,
real.
that was
as
the highlight of my weekend outside of seeing my family, and now it's time for In Case You Missed It. Ladies and gentlemen, one time for Queen and Slim. I just want to say, if you did not see Queen and Slim, it's a very necessary movie to take your kids to. If you have teenage kids,
Great.
you have to take them to see Queen and Slim.
And it's little things that I want to watch it again because I know I missed a couple of things here and there. You know, sometimes when you watch
see
it
it,
twice,
yeah, you don't get it all the way.
Yeah, you'll catch something, but it's
I'm
definitely
going
a
tonight.
necessary movie to watch.
Also, you have not seen it.
Do I need to
I
plug
haven't
my
seen it
ears?
either.
No, you don't need
No.
to plug your ears.
Okay, good.
I just
It's
want
a
to say
good
big
movie.
shout out to Lena
It's a really good movie.
Waith and Melina. I was right. Matsaukas. Saukas, if I said that right, Melina. Lena, congratulations. You have a hit on your hands. But I want to ask the question. This was a conversation on Luda's Jet yesterday. Is it a classic? Now, when we say classic, we have some black classics, right? We have Boys in the Hood. We have
Friday.
Love Jones. We have Friday. We have, we have a number.
Soul Food.
So we have a number of amazing hits.
Yeah.
The majority of them came out of the 90s and early 2000s, I must say this.
Not
But-
2000.
But I'm just, I want to know, Rari, did you see it?
I haven't seen it yet, so I
So
don't
Rari,
know.
you're the only one who can comment at this point. Do you
It's
think
borderline.
it is a
I
classic?
gotta see it again. I want to see it again.
No, if it's a classic, Rari, you know.
Well, I like my genre of movies are different. I like watching superhero movies, so I'm not a really big critic.
But you know a black classic when you see one.
I think it'll be considered a
It's really
classic
good.
because
It's
of
really,
the splash.
really good. It's really good.
I agree with you and Sue to a certain point, but after having a conversation yesterday, something was made aware to me that, you know what? Can you really, with so much content today, so many movies, television shows, things available to watch, I didn't get classic day one because I come from those days of those classics, right? But at the same time, I feel like it's so necessary.
It's definitely necessary.
that it might become a classic.
Correct.
So then
I agree
let's
with that.
define a classic. Is a classic something that people later on, decades down the line, people are like, hey,
to
you
watch.
have to watch this movie.
Yes, that is a classic.
I think a classic is
So do
too,
you- so
like
do
the
you think that it
determined
would be
one
this?
would be to like if you could play it over and over and over again.
Listen, I agree with Sue and I agree with you. At the end of the day, like you have to be able to go, in the future, go back and be like, dog. You ain't like right now to this day. I still tell people you ain't seen Purple Rain.
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta see Purple Rain. That was 1984.
Yeah, I tell people you gotta watch
Crush
Friday.
Groove, you gotta watch
You know what I'm
Crush
saying?
Groove.
So we talking classics, but
Yeah.
I feel it has classic potential. To your point,
There it is.
I feel like in some years from now. But the one thing I do think there were two parts in the movie. And I'm not gonna spoil it for you or
Thank
the
you.
listeners. But there was one part in there that I was like, damn. That was a little too much for me. With the little boy.
Yeah.
Put one to lynching.
No. You gotta watch the movie. But it was a particular.
Wait.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Right.
I'm not gonna say the story at all. I'm just gonna say it was a boy a
Yeah.
young boy in the movie, and it
It's a
went
lot.
left so crazy. You're like, what?
It's a lot of.
But I want to go back to your point and watch it because there may have been something else I didn't catch.
That's why I want to watch it again because I'm over here like now what you're telling me and I can't speak on it.
Yeah.
'Cause
we don't want to spoil it for
All right,
y'all,
great.
Abomination.
Because I definitely
And
bought my
Sue Solo,
tickets for
right.
tonight.
I guarantee you guys put something in our baller group chat about it though.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say this though. Support our black films. Support our
Yes,
black
definitely.
films. Those actors, and I'll say this. It started off like, wait, I wasn't ready. Like, this is too quick.
I like movies like that.
Imagine dating someone. You all seen the commercials. Imagine dating someone in the first date. The fourth thing that happens is you get pulled over by the police and end up shooting the police. Just imagine.
Yeah.
That's how you get to know somebody.
Oh my God.
That make you want to log in
That makes you want to
ASAP.
marry that man. Be like, girl, let me tell you what he did, how he protected me.
Yeah, you have to see the movie. She's a gangster.
she's
Ladies and
a
gentlemen, Lil Mo
gangster.
talks about her addiction to opioids and shares it with her IG followers. I applaud her. Can we give it up to her one time? I don't think people really understand how big this opioid problem is.
It's very big.
You know, and I was actually having a conversation with Portia Williams, and she was talking about she was on perks because she hurt her foot. And I was like, she's like, yeah, I got to take.
But she was like on them.
No, I'm saying she was on them prescribed for the pain.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, yo, and she was talking about how they work. Like she'll feel it. But I was like, yo, just be careful, please, for me. Drink a lot of water. Do not get hooked on them, because I know a lot of people that get hooked on the perks.
Yeah, easy. Like you can have back pain, like my back. All right, we'll give you some perks.
Nah, but I had got all 4 of my wisdom teeth taken out at the same time. They definitely gave me some perks.
Yeah,
and I was jolly happy, going crazy.
I couldn't do it. It made me nauseous.
It makes me sick.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. When I got my wisdom teeth pulled, I took pills for one day.
I felt amazing.
See, I don't want to hear that, Ferrari Simmons.
I don't take it anymore.
But I don't want you to feel amazing.
I felt amazing.
That's the problem. Okay, children out there, say no to opioids. Ladies and gentlemen, do you ever get pornographic messages on Instagram?
Oh, D.
Don't look at my story if you don't want to masturbate. Well, IG has seen a spike in these fake accounts, commonly known as porn bots. These fake accounts usually possess a name number. You know, you see those ones where don't look.
How is this happening?
Yeah, and then you see the attractive person on the Yaminery, then you go to the page. I don't do that. That's what I heard. Most commonly, heart, flame, or peach emojis with a link at random hours of the day or night. It all boils down to a business model known as affiliate marketing, which basically rewards you for every click, and you get to bringing traffic to that secondary website. I just think that I'm tired of the porn bots. I be seeing them a little too much. I don't know if it's because when I'm on the road, I go to lesbian porn videos. I don't know how do they target you. Rios, I know you have experience on this subject. Can you please?
Rios absolutely has experience. Rios logo on the screen.
Rios, can you share with us why? Is it some algorithm because you go to porn sites that it comes?
Don't be afraid, Rios. How is this happening?
Go ahead, man.
I have no clue. I'm unaware about that.
A Baller Nation needs perspective.
You mean?
I know you and Caesar. I know you know about these porn sites. I was gonna say
Caesar was in Puerto Rico by himself, but then I saw some videos of you at the bar with the lady, Caesar.
Oh wow!
What was that? One of those the porn bots,
that's a lot
Caesar?
Of intel
Who was
right
that, Caesar? Hey,
that's a lot of intel.
No, the bartender was on the other side.
Put Caesar's twin on the screen. Okay, take it away.
It wasn't me.
It was my twin. It wasn't me.
Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of bots, I am totally convinced that these reports that Julia Roberts
speaking of bots
would want to play or is going to play Harriet Tubman in a movie is absolute bullshit. But I will say this, Viola Davis, the legend, has basically jumped out there and said that she is totally against it, and but she also said that Hollywood does things like
they
this.
sure do.
They better not make her do that.
Hollywood do stuff like that all the time.
Okay, but when is the last time Hollywood has put? Now they have done it. This is clear fact. But when is the last time they put a white woman as white as Julia Roberts to play a black woman as black as Harriet Tubman? I just want to know the movie. I need to know the movie.
I think what it is, like Harriet, like how dare you make...
That's why I think it was the Russians. It was the Russians.
You think it was the Russians?
They're causing divisiveness in the country. It was the Russians.
Are we talking about Trump's friends, the Russians,
Absolutely.
or just Russians? Okay, because if it's Trump's friends, the Russians, then it's Trump first, and then he had the Russians help him do whatever, like finish it out. But Viola Davis has been super vocal about her experiences as an African-American woman in Hollywood. Like something that she pointed out before that I never thought about was how she would go to a movie set or a TV set and they would use white hairstylists.
Right.
And they don't know how to do black hair. So her hair, she would complain about her hair, her wigs, her makeup would be off. And I was like, damn, I didn't even think of how it affected everybody. Right. Makeup artists, stylists, like none of us can really get in there without going through some stuff.
Yeah, I just don't see how someone can fix their mouth to say Julia Roberts could play Harriet Tubman.
And actually,
I always wonder why.
And actually, Angelina Jolie played Marion Pearl in A Mighty Heart in 2007, which is a black woman.
Man, listen.
Who did that? Who played
Angelina Jolie.
Wow.
Robert Downey played a black guy in a movie. I forgot which movie though.
No, was his face painted?
His face was painted, but he played.
Okay, that was blackface.
White folks.
Yeah, I'm talking about recently.
Lady. Of course, she's light skinned, but
I was about to say.
See, we done had enough of this, okay?
Hollywood,
We
they
done
do.
had
But I'm
enough.
talking about white, Snow White Julia Roberts and black.
They want to
Harriet Tubman.
rewrite history. They want children in the future to think that
That's what
Harriet
Instagram.
Tubman
In the future, my
believed-
kids are gonna think I'm gonna tell my kids that was like that is not that's funny, Sue, at all.
No. But that's what they're trying to do to us. They're trying to rewrite our history. They're taking our heroes.
Oh,
away.
they will erase you.
Yeah.
If you allow them, they will erase you. Speaking of erase you, and to your point, Susan, about another powerful Hollywood organization called Time's Up, a movement founded by powerful women in Hollywood. They released a statement in support of Gabrielle Union because we all have heard by now that she's having problems. Had problems, got fired from America's Got Talent. It all stemmed from her saying exactly what you were saying about Viola Davis' statement about her hair and the way she looked and things that they wanted to kind of curb. Racist comments that she asked management to tell the hierarchy about, and they didn't. And then also having a problem with Simon smoking openly on set. So, this Time's Up.
They labeled her
situation
difficult.
is very powerful in Hollywood. So I hope this helps.
That's what they do. I feel like black women have a really hard time just being vocal.
Right.
Without being stereotyped as difficult or having a bad attitude or whatever the case is. We don't know Gabrielle Union to be like
ever.
She's not that person.
Scorpio twin.
So to write her off as difficult, it just shows like this is what we go through. It's so much more harder it's so much more difficult for black women, and it's sad.
Yeah, it's sad, and I think that they need to sue the shit out them people, because at the end of the day, this is a human being that is not known to be disruptive, not
At
known
all.
to get out of pocket. Even, you know what I'm saying? Even
Do they
a
have
little
any black
bit.
judges anymore now?
I don't know.
On
There's
AGT?
always, there's always one, and that's a problem as well. Like there's other people that are well qualified
that don't get the job.
Exactly.
Nope.
So that's just a fucking whole thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Whack 100 jumps all the way out there by himself and says that Nipsey Hussle is not a legend. Rappers like T.I., Meek Mill, Mustard, a whole lot of people on social media have come to the defense of the recently
His
departed
reasoning was
superhero.
very inaccurate. He said it's based
It was
off
one-sided.
numbers. It was so
ignorant, first of all. It's like the man is dead. If he grew 1 million followers after his death, that makes him more of a legend.
Correct.
So how do you
That's
not
very
equate,
legendary, if I say so
It
myself.
is. I mean, and then if you read the definition, which Tip so eloquently released, everything that it stated represented who Nipsey was.
Well, Whack
And what he meant to
100 was
people, more
like
importantly.
trying to just say you can only be a legend if you got this many hits, you've gone on these tours and all
World
that.
tours and all
But
that.
Nip is a legend because of things that he did outside
Impact.
of the music industry, like what he was doing for the community, how he really inspired a massive group of people. So I don't know. I feel like maybe Whack 100 might got something else going on.
I think it's all clickbait. At this point, you
That's the
was
only
a
thing I can
gangster.
think of.
You was a gangster. You was in the streets.
Why are you speaking on that?
How you even out here talking about that? Like, or why? That man dead. Speaking of a legend, though, y'all, I want to share this with y'all because y'all are my family. Diddy sent out invite for the Diddy 50.
Nice.
And I just wanted to share this with y'all because one of my favorite models of all time did the voiceover. Listen to this here.
Oh, Lord.
This is Naomi Campbell, Puffy's sister, and I'm here to officially invite you to the Diddy 50. We know we cancelled twice already, but this time it's really happening. So, you better be there, because we are celebrating my brother's 50th fucking birthday. That's right. Now, you know we can't throw a Diddy party without a few ground rules. So, rule number 1, if you're not going to dance, please do not come. Rule number 2, black tie means black tie. And that means for everyone. This is not his 48th birthday or his 49th party. This is my brother's 50th. Rule number 3, bring your highest vibration and prepare to celebrate with love. See you guys in the 14th.
Yeah. See, that'll make you
I gotta
want to
step
go
it up.
to the pot. Naomi Campbell does the voicemail to
Classic
the
Diddy.
Yeah.
The Diddy 50 is coming, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to share this with y'all. This was very disturbing for me. Apparently, ICE arrests foreign students in fake university sting operation. And, people are calling it very cruel and appalling. I mean, to think that you're going to set up, and this is what happened. The Department of Homeland Security created a university in Michigan called the University of Farmington, which promised students a pay-to-stay student visa. And it was all a scam. The sting operation has now drawn heavy criticism from people who are already against ICE, and many critics blame Donald Trump, although the program began during forever President Obama's term. Now, this is where it gets tricky, right? So this started in Obama's term, right?
Okay.
We've all seen it ratchet up as far as ICE running into neighborhoods, terrorizing immigrants. And to actually create a fake university to trap immigrants, I don't know.
I don't know whose idea was that.
Yeah, they said it started. In the under the Obama presidency.
They've been saying a lot of stuff.
Well, okay, but this is my thing. I don't think that is a bad way to catch a criminal or catch someone that is here illegally. If I'm saying, if my job is to find the person responsible or find the person that's guilty or find the person that's doing something they're not supposed to, that's their job to do that. Now, I will say that's kind of amazing to me now with all the rhetoric that comes along with ICE, right? And the unfair way that a lot of people are being treated by ICE now, because obviously, if it started under the Obama administration, it wasn't publicly known. It was kind of stealth and kind of maybe they have a certain thing in Michigan, because this is the, supposedly the University of Farmington, which there's a Farmington Hills in suburbia, Michigan. And so outside of Detroit. So I'm just trying to figure out, is it smart?
It's wrong. It is so
It's smart.
wrong.
Or not the word smart. It's slick.
Yeah, slick.
It's slick. It's definitely ethically wrong. It's morally wrong. It's messed up. I wish they would put that much energy into finding these people that's snatching black women up off the streets.
Hello?
Ooh.
I know that's right.
Come on. You worried about immigrants that want to go to school.
Said they ass a trap too.
They want to go to school.
Okay, but what if it was started under this? I mean, and clearly the sex trafficking. And
I would have rather you said, hey, we got a whole bunch of minor girls available for your pleasure, and all the perverts come over there and you catch the perverts.
No.
But somebody going to school?
I don't know where this is going. I'm saying, dear Lord,
you know what I'm saying.
No, you're 100% right if that was the conversation. But I'm saying that if Obama did spearhead this,
Okay.
if the Obama administration, not Obama himself, President Obama, if he did, is it as egregious if he did it, or if Trump's doubling down on it, making
it's wrong on whoever did it.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Obama would have been
wrong.
wrong for creating this trap for illegal immigrants.
Yeah, for sure. It's wrong.
I mean, maybe what was the goal? If the goal was
Blooded.
Right. No, it's cruel and appalling the way that ICE is treating immigrants today. I don't know about this program under the Obama administration, and I'm not going to say that there are people that rape, kill, and murder that are immigrants that are not immigrants.
For sure.
And I'm saying, what if there was something happening in Michigan? This is happening in Michigan. This is a specific isolated event where people could sign up and they were trying to catch someone in specific. I mean, their job is to catch the one out of the bunch, right? The needle in the haystack. I don't see that being weird. I
think if we can get offended about the stop and frisk, or they can stop you whenever they want,
right,
then in random traffic stops, we should also take that same offense into how they just play these people into come to this fake school.
Okay, you have an absolute point.
It's the same thing.
I just saw a Ferrari with a new diamond watch on. I'm sorry.
I mean, friend, it was kind of hurting the corner of my eye.
Good? What's going on out here?
Cool.
I don't understand. Okay, great. Ladies and gentlemen, Kid Rock says, fuck Oprah Winfrey at his bar Honky Tonk in Nashville. Rock. And although people in the audience called him a racist, Rock said because he doesn't like someone doesn't mean he's a racist.
And that statement is true. That statement is true. Just because you don't like someone doesn't mean that you're racist, but why don't you like them?
Well, when you got a bar like Honky Tonk,
it's kind of hard to imagine that you are not racist. It's a little hard to imagine.
Now, this is a bigger question, y'all, and I wanted to use the former legend in my eyes, Kid Rock, as the example. Are your white friends different since Trump has been in office? This is a very important question because I will lead off by saying, and I hope all of them hear this, my white friends are different now that Trump is in office. And there's no cap.
You think they walking with like a little, like a little extra on their chest? Like
mine are, but they're definitely different.
Are they not like talking to you very much? Or has the conversation changed?
The support has decreased.
Mm-hmm.
The support for me
has time
decreased.
Spent has decreased on my side.
I've lost sponsorships.
Really?
Whoa.
Or not given sponsorships. Based off of my views on Donald Trump.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a fact.
2 companies particular, but I ain't gonna say no. I ain't gonna give them too much attention.
But why is that? If you don't think Donald Trump's a horrible person, I don't know what to think about you, or if I even want your business.
Agreed.
Is he a horrible person, or is he really just playing? He's
a
playing
horrible
us.
person.
Bro,
he's a horrible person.
You can't. Okay, this is one thing you cannot do.
You got taking kids away from their parents.
But if you are a cultural leader, if you are a leader of men, a leader of people, you know what I'm saying, leader of women, leader of people, and you literally spew the rhetoric he does with no remorse.
No remorse.
You cannot be a good human.
He's not.
He is not. I mean, he not only does it, he double downs on it.
Mm-hmm. Melania, blink twice if you need help, sis.
Right.
Oh, she been blinking.
Got you, but she been blinking.
A Trump supporter.
But this is my point about Kid Rock. Kid Rock, he comes from the hip hop culture. He was birthed of the hip hop culture.
But don't they always use us for something, or use us until they don't need us anymore?
Yeah, but he was totally in. Like, I remember him being in, not saying.
Yeah, he was in because it was beneficial.
Until his boy got in, and
now he doesn't have to play
he's
nice.
always had the Sweet Home Alabama song too.
That's one of the biggest records of all time. He can be getting paid forever for all that song.
But it's just, I don't know if I would go all the way with saying.
They love Trump, boy.
Alabama.
Trump said foot in Alabama, boy, that go crazy.
To Sue's point, though, I wouldn't go all the way out there and say he was a racist unless he said something racist.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to like. He says also he didn't like Joy Behar. What's her name? Joy.
Well, he said that when he was, I guess, either asked to come on Oprah's show, that they asked him to write down 3 or 4 things that he likes or loves about Oprah. And I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
And
you know
that
what I'm
rubbed
saying?
him the wrong way.
You're right. So, no. But just not liking somebody of the opposite race doesn't really make you a racist.
Facts. So. And now a word from our sponsors. And now it's time for Baller Mail.
Ooh,
all right. Hey, Ball Alert team. So I've been talking to this guy for a few months, and he recently got out of a relationship before we started talking. But his ex has several diagnosed mental illnesses.
Several.
She has threatened suicide several times, and she can't get over the fact that things will not work out between them. He has helped her seek out medical attention and counseling, but nothing is helping, and he doesn't want to abandon her and is afraid she is going to kill herself, but it is deeply affecting us. Not only is it affecting our relationship, but also himself. He has been depressed, and I am not sure what to do. I love this guy, and we both see a future with each other, but his ex and her mental issues are really becoming an issue. Ball Alert crew, what should I do?
Wow. That's kind of tough. That's
it's
tough.
Real. The mental health is real.
It is real. And
you don't want to assume that maybe she's doing that to stay around, because what if she's not?
She really may be imbalanced.
That's why it's important to get to know people. Facts. I think in the beginning, because you end up with a Portia Williams situation, a Kenya and her ex situation.
Oh, wait, hold on. Speaking of mental health, did y'all see that? Do you see the way that they are? Is it the edit, the way that they're making Kenya look crazy?
She looks crazy.
Okay, first of all, Kenya has always come off like
this. No, but I'm talking about the way that the dude, the fact that she's sitting there with a dude that does not
blatantly
care
ignoring
about her. Blatantly ignoring. I'm
it's gotta be edited.
She asked him a question and he like, totally ignoring her, just talking to the baby like she's not even there.
What you said, is it an edit? Like, is it that bad? Disrespectful shit.
It's crazy, right?
I mean, if you saw like how they portrayed her in the past seasons, she did come off as somebody who was really wanted to be with someone. So now that she's married and has a child, it's almost like, look, I'm gonna take as much as I can take, because this is what I wanted. I wanted a man and I wanted a baby.
You know that could cause some real damage to the child.
But that's the same with Portia.
With her words.
But that's the same with Portia and her fiance situation. She really wanted this family, and it's just like it's important, I think, to like really get to know, who you having kids with, because it's just like the Moniece and Lil Fizz. Like she's
really distraught. She's not doing well at all.
Yeah, back to your person that we're talking about. That you have to be really mindful of the mental health thing, and I think there's some curable things that some balances.
Some are manageable.
Great choice of words. But then there are others there's no help for, and I hate to say that, and I have to be super mindful because I know a lot of people that have mental issues, and you try to help them and try to direct them and try to even suggest them getting help, and they don't want it. And so it's like, what do you do at that point? Like,
so what should she do?
I feel like just because you break up with someone or you're no longer in an intimate relationship with them, it doesn't mean that you don't care about them. Right. So of course, like he probably still feels like I was with this woman at one point in my life. Let me help her. Maybe not responsible, but let me help her. So abandoning her, quote unquote, or walking away would probably really hurt him. But I don't know what that means for his new relationship.
But I say responsible in the sense of like if she hurts herself, maybe he will feel guilty about, not
Definitely.
helping.
That's the purpose of why she's trying to,
I think he's a good person for wanting to make sure that he does as much as he can, but I think he also needs to reevaluate the situation and see, is this all I can do? Because if this is all I can offer and she's not getting better, then I do have to remove myself, maybe help her find the appropriate doctor or the appropriate situation. But
he's getting depressed too.
Yeah, it's depressing helping someone.
He needs to find
it's a lot. Yeah,
his doctor needs to help him get over her, and not feel guilty about leaving her.
Yeah, yep. He definitely, obviously feels the weight of that, and he doesn't want her to hurt himself.
Yeah, I said, how long have they
hurt herself?
Didn't say.
I think there's a time limit.
How old? How long was who? The new
says she has threatened to commit suicide several times, and he's helped her seek out medical attention and counseling, but nothing is helping, and he doesn't want to abandon her. See, that right there, I think, for me, in my opinion, that's above and beyond.
He's being guilty, I think,
into a past.
Yeah, he's definitely being guilty.
You think she's telling him, I will commit suicide if you don't X, Y, and Z?
100%.
Yeah, she very well could.
Especially if he's been there. He said several times.
Yeah,
several times.
Like, that's committable, my guy. Like, that's committable. Like, you can't be responsible for someone's well-being.
And she's being diagnosed as well.
And and anyone out there in Ballin' Nation listening, it's worth to try and help. Clearly. But if you go months, years, you know what I'm saying, with this effort, and they're still doing that kind of stuff, like, what can you possibly do? And now he's saying he's getting depressed. You're falling into the rabbit hole. Like, you're falling into this state of, like, you know what I'm saying, where you might not be cool and okay. And I think that's when you have to be selfish in a relationship. You definitely want to help your mate. But when your well-being becomes, you know what I'm saying, up for grabs, and you might not be okay.
It spreads. Like,
you know,
she's spreading. Take care of you because you come first.
But she's spreading to him, and he could be spreading to whomever else in his family.
She's stressed out too.
Yeah.
So he needs to get help to move on from the situation, I think.
Mental health is a real thing, Ballin' Nation, and y'all have to be mindful, but also responsible, and more importantly, aware that, you know what I'm saying, of what's the surroundings too. Because when you get locked into this, I mean, you know how much toxicity brings. It brings other negative things and people. And
your bodily function starts to be all out of whack. It's not good.
Absolutely.
Skin, hair, everything.
Now it's time for a word from our sponsors.
And now it's time for comment creeping.
All right. So this comment actually spoke to my heart because I do this all the time.
Come on with it.
I literally do this all the time. So Van Lathan, hey Van, he said retweet if you're black and watch lips to see which non-blacks sing the N-word when you're in a club or concert. Like if this a ridiculously fun game. I swear I do it all the time. I'm at the club, I'm at Sunday brunch at traffic, I'm at a concert. I will watch all the non-blacks. And I don't do exactly what he does, but he said, this is my life. I make bets with myself on who will do it. When someone skips the word, I give myself 40 acres. When they say it, I give myself a mule. Right now, I love that. Right now, I have 80 acres and 1 mule. Let's see how things go. And our favorite girl, bad girl, Rihanna, she said, I feel attacked. And Van responded, of course, we love you. I always feel attacked when I see that happening. And it's certain promoters, out here in Atlanta that always have a big group of others, with them. And when I'm around, I will watch the others and they're always singing the N-word. And I have actually addressed it with one of the promoters. And he told me, Sue, chill. It's okay. Relax. They cool. They don't mean no harm. I'm offended. Too, right? Now, this one ain't. This is his friend. This is his friend that I approached.
Zoom in on Sue's face, please.
Yeah. I mean, I was highly offended, and I went to you to tell you, hey, can you tell this non-black girl to stop saying the N-word because I'm going to throw something at her if she says it again, and then you tell me to chill. Black man told me to chill.
Sheep.
Clip and edit clip.
Like, come on, sir.
You know what, Sue? I'm glad you brought that up.
It's a problem.
I'm glad you brought that up because this is a bigger topic, and I think we should address it right now.
Yes, please.
We always talking about, as a people, as a culture, as a race, we always talking about the things that other people do to offend us. But we are partly responsible for the reason they say the things they say. In this particular case, Susan is making a valid and great point. She's talking to a promoter.
Promoters.
Now, mind you, promoters, right? Mm-hmm. She don't want to sing nobody else.
It's a few of them. Yeah, no, it's really a few of them.
Okay, and so there's a white girl or other in the section,
others
singing a lyric in a song that a black man
put in position,
put in the song. So this is what I think is the ultimate problem, and this is where we, as a society, if that bothers us that much, why do we put in the songs?
Why we gotta censor ourselves for these folks? Why they can't respect that that's not your word to say?
Facts.
Hey, we always are the ones that are modifying this and doing. We always censor ourselves for them. No, y'all need to stop.
Is it censoring yourself?
We censor, we fold, we mold, we change. We always do stuff to make them comfortable. Hey,
kids
stop saying the N-word. It's not for you to say. Stop.
They bleep out their own shit.
Okay.
Listen.
So use the word nigga as much as you want.
Who?
No.
No, I'm saying us.
I mean,
express yourself.
Yes.
I said nigga.
Express yourself, black people.
I really don't say the word as much as I used to.
You know what?
Older as I gotten, I don't say it as much as I used to.
I'm glad you said that.
I say different words now.
Yeah.
Because I disagree. I think for us, the reason we do things is psychological as well. Like from past history, from how we were treated. And so for us to double down on the negative meaning of something, that does hurt us. It really does hurt us. If we continue to perpetuate, and the older I get, to Ferrari's point, the more I don't even want to be on the same. Now, mind you, it slips. I say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even, like cursing. Like, I don't want to curse all the time, but sometimes be like, you know what I mean? And it's so I don't know. Like, I want to be more responsible in my offering as a mature adult, trying to build legacy for my family. And not that saying anything you want to say is not your right. It is totally your right. But I'm saying if we are the gatekeepers of our culture, of our offerings, why not?
I will say though,
why not adjust?
When I get angry,
if
I'm not saying for anyone. I'm saying for us.
A lot of people who aren't that mature, and it's a young game in the music industry. Like a lot of black people, come up young and they want to express themselves in.
But babe, we talk about pills and getting high.
I mean,
we're probably probably the worst to ourselves.
Of course, that been that way, but you know what? That's gonna keep being that way as long as money's in the fold.
It can't. Okay, so you're saying if no one rapped about, if no one said lean, pills, weed, talked about misogyny when it comes to women, or being misogynist when it comes to women, talking about sex, taking whatever it is,
whatever that sells.
Right, but this is my thing. We're so creative. We could come up with whatever.
We could, but
that's not what sells. But that's not what sells.
The reality.
So we're selling out then.
It's just like when Blueface argued with the Meek Mill's artist about having a chain.
We can't take him serious. He has a Benjamin Franklin tattoo on his face.
No, of course, but that's a part of what's selling. The Tatiana.
But that's not. But it's we created. Do you not hear what I'm saying?
Okay, tell me this, like Rari in the radio world. It's not very easy getting your song out there, right? Isn't there someone who chooses, okay, this song is gonna work, this is gonna...
Yeah, Rari chooses.
Because if that was the case, conscious rappers would be popular rappers.
I'm saying before it even gets to that, there's somebody that approves certain songs and says, okay, this is what we're gonna put out. And typically it's gonna be the others that are in the boardroom saying...
It's just like Cardi B said, the strippers...
Radio does not do that anymore. Radio plays the worst shit on the planet.
Well, of course, they've been playing worse.
That's what I'm saying. But to her point, though, she's asking, like, doesn't it go through a gatekeeper? No, it goes to him and it goes on air, or it goes to the music director. Am I right, Rar?
Yeah. The thing that we do though, we try to make sure we gauge what's trending. So
research.
Example, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Pick up your chicken nest and a lato.
That shit is streaming really.
But look what it's talking about. It's selling.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm letting him finish.
It's popping in the clubs. It's streaming high. You need to add it.
But that's what I'm saying. Radio works through research. They research what's hot and then they play it.
Man, y'all, I can't wait for y'all. I can't wait for y'all to get to this level of life.
No, I agree.
No, I really can't, because I'm gonna tell you, y'all really have the power, and the problem is that we become part of the problem when we continue to double down.
I agree with that.
It is so.
I agree.
Our music is so fucking negative. Like, even if you went back to NWA, that's a great example. NWA said, "Fuck the police." I mean, but they also said, "A young brother got it bad because I'm brown." Like, coming from underground, a young brother got it bad because I'm brown. Like, they said things that were super conscious in their respective hoods. They glorified their neighborhoods. They glorified all that. But even thinking back then, they didn't talk about gang shit.
This is a gang, and I'm in it.
No, I'm saying this is a gang.
My man Dre, I mess you up in a minute with the right, left, right.
They didn't say Bloods or Crips.
But then you came with Snoop Dogg.
Okay, but this is my point. Snoop is a genius. I love him. I'm thankful for his contribution. I was a part of all of that. I'm saying, as a mature and thoughtful adult, looking at it, at the landscape, Rari, your 2-year-old, do you want her to really do what these girls are doing?
I don't, but I'm aware that it's possibly she's going to be influenced. So I'm going to make sure I'm there as much as possible.
Right, so if you control the music at 94.5, would you not try to implement things that are not a little bit more, I don't know.
The thing is, I mean, Rari can control his show, but the overall say-so is the program director, and they are the ones who put the music on. So it's like, even if Rari don't want to play certain music, if it's on the list, it's getting played.
Okay, great. So y'all just going to continue with the stripper culture and pill popping, and
they are. I agree with you. I don't really curse that much. I don't say the N-word like that. And I agree with you, but as long as money's in the fold, I feel like it's still going to keep happening.
Yeah, we got to change the narrative, bro. I'm just saying, like, you go back to the NWA, they all had a real message and were screaming for help and trying to better their situation. This generation just wants to get up and get high or fuck and count some money. That is not real life. That is not real life, and it's disgusting. And then we wonder why the white girls who like the black boys or the Persians or whatever else is in this book that Sue is talking about, the others, they adopting culture and saying nigga. They only doing what they see too. They only doing what they see us do. More importantly,
They doing what
like I
us
said,
gives
it's a
them a
young
pass to
man's
do.
game. It's a young person's game, and it's easy to influence the young people. So of course they're gonna like that, and they're the ones that's creating the research in which what we play.
all right, we're going to agree to disagree right now and table this conversation. And now it's time for Confucius Said. Everyone knows that my wife is the brightest light in my life. And she posted this by an unknown on her Instagram account. Yeah, you cute, but do you like nature, stars, holistic health, evolution, universe, peace, compassion, and raising consciousness? Baller Nation, this thought shit has to come to an end. I'm gonna need you to go out there and read a book and try to find the alternative. We love you. God bless you. The dream is real. It's the Baller Alert Show on iHeart, mind you. We don't hit that. You know what I'm talking about? We got sponsors. We got people. Millions of people. They heard you in Florida, Rory. They heard you in California.
All the way in LA.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We out here. How you doing?
Baller alert!
The dream is real.